Hello.
Hello. Hola.
Hola.
Ah,
¿Qué tal?
muy bien.
Bien. We are in España.
Yes, we are in Spain.
Yeah. Today we're filming in person for the first time in a while.
Yeah, for a while now. Yeah.
Yeah. The last time was in May. Now we're in Spain,
In Spain, in Malaga,
in Malaga, in the middle of a retreat.
up on a mountain top.
Oh,
Is it a mountain? You call this mountain? Hilltop.
girl, I don't know.
500
I'm
meters
not an
from sea level.
ecologist. I'm just a master's degree holder now. How are you?
I'm okay.
Are you
Bit tired,
excited?
but I'm okay. I'm good.
Excited for our episode.
Sorry?
Excited for our episode.
Yes, I thought I didn't get that Spanish.
That was a British accent, actually.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a topic? I have a topic, but if you have a topic, we can do your topic instead of my topic.
We can do your topic. I don't have a topic.
Okay. My topic is trusting the process.
Wow.
You like it?
Yeah, that's what this retreat is about.
Okay.
That's what, not this retreat, this is a family gathering. This is just some older students of mine coming together. Yeah, trusting the process.
Why is it hard? At the end of it, when you get what you want, you're like, why was I stressed? But in the middle, you're like, this is never going to happen. I'm going to die before this happens. This is never going to happen for me. Why do we do that to ourselves?
I think I'm in that process, after doing so much so long, sometimes it's hard to trust the process, when you see there's so much overwhelming evidence and so many things, to have that faith that it will come through at the end. Maybe the work is to wake up until we will trust it. We have done enough work that at the end, because if not, trusting the process can be an escape too.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I know it's going to work out, so I don't have to do anything.
It's almost like hallucinating, It's almost like leaving it to the hands of gods or something. Oh, I trust everything will work out fine. But I think the process is waking up to trust the process. And I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't know how many times I reach a point I thought, I cannot do what I do. This is not going to work. It's not going, people are not going to embrace this.
Because I feel like it's always, you're like, okay, in 6 months, I'm going to achieve this. And then be like 5.5 months in, and you're like, I'm never going to get it. In the last 2 weeks, it'll happen. But you knew you had 6 months.
Maybe you have to get there. You have to get to the end of you, uncollapsed, so that you trust there is something more. But you have to get to the end of you. Like,
what does that mean?
It's end of me. This is all I can do. Now, at the end of me, I still trust. Right? At the end of me.
What does that mean? Can you define that?
That means I've done everything I possibly can, and I can't see. At that moment, I don't collapse. That I hold on to the truth, there's something more. But this has to be commented on. It can be an escape. I trust the process. Everything will come right. Oh my God, life will be good, which is not true.
No.
So could it be we are reacting to all the false promises? And that's why sometimes we don't trust the process. I think trusting the process is to do what I need to do to the verge of collapse. And then somewhere a grace happens, You do everything you can and then you hope something more. I think that trusting the process is when I know I've done everything I can. And I think that's a question most people cannot answer sincerely. Have you done all you can?
But sometimes it feels like you can never do enough.
Maybe that's part of the process. Never can do enough. Because I think what you are asking is, and there's always a need to escape, and always a need to quit, always a need to kind of say something more will happen. We all have this wishful thinking, We all want to escape the process. Maybe the demand to escape the process is why we reach a point to say, maybe this is not going to happen. We are not faithful enough. But I think I want to touch on this. I think all this happy feeling, all will be good, has to be questioned. They are setting us up to collapse. They're giving us premature happiness, I think we have to see it through. We must not buy. Only then we can trust the process. If not, somewhere somebody will say something and we'll quit. Oh, all would be good. All would be wonderful. My God, all is amazing. So, you see, your question is trusting the process. I think we will trust the process when we trust we will not escape the process.
It's like I know I can plan for a year from now because I know I will show up to make it happen in a year from now.
At any one time that I have to abort me, excuse me, quit me, is when we lose faith in the process.
Yeah, because I also think that sometimes, right, you look at the process, you're like, I know by this age I want to have these goals done and whatever, but somewhere in the middle, you're like, I should already be halfway there. But you just knew that at that point, there's no half measure or whatever. And then at the end, when when I complete my master's, at one point I was like, I'm never going to finish this. It's never going to be, I'm never going to be able to hand in this dissertation. It's too much work. But then it was done. And I was like, why did I do that to myself? Why couldn't I enjoy the process as well? But is that also just trusting that some of the process is freaking out that it's not going to happen?
Yeah. Like you see, if you take Buddha's enlightenment, it's the day he quit. He said that the day he quit. I think the day he quit was the day he went beyond himself, But I don't want to go into the mystical part. I think it's just simply too many nonsense has been fed to us. Too many rosy-colored, too many good feeling kind of things has been given. We were never told about reality. Reality is reality. You got to be on it. You got to pound it. There is no time to rest, no time to escape, no time to happy thoughts. You got to stay true to it. And despite that, you must also know it might not work out. And I think if you accept that entire struggle, then you have accepted the process. Then it happens. Yeah. Then you accept the process. I think somewhere there is a slightest thought I can escape, I can cheat, I can be lazy.
I think that like I had this goal that I wanted to get in, like the first that's how to do in the UK for my master's. Like before I started on my vision board that I wanted to get that. And then at the end, just when I got the results, before I looked at it, I was like, whatever it is, I did my best. It doesn't matter now. And I managed to get it, but it was, at the one point I was like, it's okay. It could be not what I would be disappointed, whatever, but I know that I did my best. I trust myself.
Is that the process?
I don't know.
Maybe that's the process. That I did everything humanly possible. Now I can survive the outcome. I think it's putting oneself at stake. Yeah. I think to go there with everything you got. And I think part of the process is being disappointed, being sad, being scared. It's the process. Like you want a process without that. I don't think that's a process. On the verge of collapse, I don't know whether I'm going to make it. I'm freaking out. Oh my God, everything is going to go to hell. I think living through all that is the process. Trying to remove that is avoiding the process. You understand? Part of the process is to doubt. Part of the process is I'm not going to make it. Part of the process, this whole thing is going to go to hell. I think it is the process. And I think we have an idea it should be something else.
But I think it's also, right, like for me, when I was thinking about my dissertation, right, and I was like procrastinating, I was like, I know I'll get it done. I know I can trust myself to get it done. I don't know who that person is that sits at her desk for 8 hours and finishes it. That's not the me that's lying in bed right now, but that person will come and get it done. But then there is the outside factor, right? Like now it's getting a job. And it's like, I can trust myself to do my best, but then I also have to have faith in the world to accept me and that will happen.
No, but I also hear this, you are saying you are someone who will deliver, who will someone not escape. So it comes to the question of you, are you someone who will put everything you got? Are you someone who will deliver? Are you someone who will not escape? So I think it's a moral judgment of you. I will be true. I will stick to it. I will not run away. If you ask me, if I have faith in the process, I have faith that I will follow through.
Yeah.
No matter how hard it gets, I know I will not quit. I will want to quit, but I will stick to it no matter what. And I think that's what delivers. That's the process.
But when your process is like, inclusive of somebody else, some outside factor beyond yourself. Like coming to London, I wanted to make friends. I can trust myself to do that, but what if
Is
I
it
don't
beyond
need anybody?
yourself? Or you are hallucinating it's beyond yourself? Is it really outside of you or is it still you?
I mean, it is still me, but what if the person I want to make friends with doesn't want to be friends with me? Or what if I go into a situation and it doesn't really seem like there's anybody I can connect with?
No, I think it's a mental mental concept.
Yeah.
You are the type that will happen. I think one thing people must eventually wake up to see is it's you that is happening everywhere. It is just you happening. At least take that direction. I agree there are some situations, there's something more, but it's still you happening.
It's like with jobs, right?
Right.
Is this job going to accept me?
Right.
Is the AI going to flag my resume as a good resume, you know?
No, but I think what you're talking about, at the end, the process is you trusting you, not anything outside of you. Not to be egoistical about it. It's to be able to bank on you. I think that's the process. When you bank on anything else, you will fall apart. I think at the end, you are naked. You're completely in a surrender state. All you have is you. Here we go. And I think in that state, the magic happens. This is really the science of alchemy, you know. At the end, if you can sit, meet, unescaping it and putting yourself on that line, that's the magic. So the whole process is to be free of this as though something outside of me is more powerful than me. Maybe the process is to come to that point, it's completely up to me, it's me, boom. Then the magic happens. But I think what is worth stating here is, that's what living is. You go through. The ups, the downs, the hell. The hallucination of complete peace and without hurdles is an hallucination. Maybe the process is to wake up from that hallucination to know it's actually me reflected back to me. And maybe at one point, somewhere when you surrender, everything is done. Like there's a very beautiful master, and his name is Apshy. He says, drive all blame to oneself. At the end, you say, everything starts and stops with me. That's the point of magic.
But I think it's also like we exist in this world, right? So it's like you can feel like you've done everything and it didn't happen. And yeah, you can look back on that moment 5-10 years down the line and say, oh, I'm glad it didn't happen. But in that moment, it's very hard to feel like you're still in process. You feel like you're at the end and it failed.
But you're actually in the process. Interesting thing to look at.
Like for me, right? Remember when I was living in New York and I finished my degree and I got the job at World Bank and then they were like, no, you can't have the job anymore. The person isn't leaving. And like, I feel like that was a moment, like if I was like, that's my dream. I'm going to move to DC. I'm going to work this job. My life is going to be amazing. And then it just crashed. And I felt like my life is over. Like everything is over. I'm never going to succeed. But then came back to Malaysia and the way it worked out was perfect. But it really didn't feel perfect in that moment.
Well, you see, at the time when you said, if I get this job, all is good, it's an escape too, you know. It's after all the tiring, you feel now I can rest. Now I don't have to struggle. That's the illusion. You understand? That's the illusion not getting that job gave you. It's not over yet. So can I say, the process is to know it's not over yet. So many times we start something hoping when we get it, we can rest. Like we came to this place, okay, maybe this is it. We sit down and say, no, maybe it's not. And when it's not, we think, oh my God, life is challenging me. No, it's setting me up for something better. Maybe what you're saying is, the notion of rest has to be, I rest in the struggle. To me, I have one word, Apshy. Anything I do, I say, can I do this day in, day out, month in, month out for the rest of my life? If I meet someone, I say, can I be with this person, work with this person, day in, day out, month in, month out for the rest of my life? If I cannot answer yes, I'm in trouble, you know. Then I'm using that as a relief. Like, can I do this for the rest of my life? Without maybe the greatest result. So for us, is all result escaping the effort? Or the real effort to embody the effort?
I mean, it's funny, right? Because like I feel it's also very Asian mentality, right? I got the grade I wanted. Okay, great, let's move on. I don't have a job. There's no moment of
right.
oh, I did that. I'm like, okay, good, fine, next job.
Yeah, you are the one who did that. Now, what more will you do?
Yeah.
So I think one point is coming up. Somewhere we have the mind of quitting, thinking quitting is rest.
So if I was like, okay, I did this, I don't need to worry about anything. I've done it. I'm amazing.
Yeah, and that's bullshit.
Bullshit. Yeah.
So what are we talking about? When I embody the effort, when I become the living effort, that's when the result happens. Oh my God, that's so good.
You like your own code then?
I like my own code. No, when I become that effort, I think sometimes we get tired, we are lured in, we think, okay, if I do this, I can rest. If I do this, it's done, I can take a break.
Because the process is endless, right?
Right. So if I am the living process,
define it.
I am that effort. My effort is not to quit effort. I am the living effort.
Give me an example. Paint me a picture.
Anything that I'm not looking to use it as a means to an end, as a means to end doing. Like I can't imagine stopping ever teaching or stopping painting. I can't imagine it. So no matter what the result is, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop paying attention to me. I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop not wishing and creating. No matter what I create, this is done, let's see what's next. So whenever I do anything as a means to escape, as a mean to rest, that's an escape effort. I must be there. It's like you love somebody. Okay, I've loved you, now I can stop loving. No. You will never stop loving.
It's like you meet the person to enter that process.
That process, and you are the process.
I feel like I'm still struggling to understand that.
No, when you are that. Like you see, we are in the land of Picasso, and I went to the art gallery, saw the art. Did they paint to stop painting, or they are artists? They will continue to paint. They are that. So if I do anything to stop doing, then I'm not that. I'm using that as a means to escape, right?
It's like if you're married and you're like, I bought you a nice bag. I'm a good husband.
Actually, most people when they marry, this was, I married you, now what more do you want?
Yeah.
I've loved you, what more you want? So they love that person to stop loving.
To stop being loved.
Stop being loved. Now I'm asking you, it's a question, who are you? You are that. If you are an artist, you'll never stop painting. You are an artist, you keep painting, isn't it? If you're a singer, you keep singing. You don't sing one song and say, I'm done. Now I can rest, my life is all good, right? So you have to define what you are. I think a lot of people do something. I've done my master's degree, I'm done, I'm good. Now I don't ever have to learn, I'm good. Now you have done master's degree, you know how to learn. You're not going to stop learning. I think we have this premature idea of rest. Like we came here to Spain looking for a place to build a place. I think this is a perfect topic. We thought, we got it. Then we realized maybe we didn't get it. Now we are out looking. Now we got to search entire Europe. Now we're going to do it. So the very struggle was we thought we had it. And then we woke up to realize maybe not. And maybe there's a whole lot of process. God knows what else we got to do. So the disappointment is, I found the place, now I can rest. Like somebody meets somebody, enough. After this, I never have to struggle to be in a relationship. That's when they start being abusive.
Yeah.
No, I've already loved somebody. I'm already married. I already made money. I'm rich. Then I don't have to do anything. Which means to say, you are doing something that is not you and you want to escape you. So is the process being you? If you are being you, you will never quit being you. You cannot quit being you. You are you. Right? But it's understandable. People say, okay, I studied 3 years. Okay, good, I'm good. I need a break. I can understand the break. But fantasizing the break might what break you. Isn't it?
It's like I'm still me in the break.
Like you want to escape you. I think that's what the break is. When you realize I cannot escape me, that's what trusting the process means, isn't it?
But there's also like overdoing it where you are escaping you as well, right?
I think you overdo to escape you.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I for me, it's okay, I've done this, I can rest. But maybe I won't rest because I don't have a job yet. And once I get my job, I need to excel at my job, and it's never ending. But then I can also use that as never to feel happy with myself, never to feel satisfied.
To be rested in the effort, that's the key. This is Apshy, this is what you're going to do. You're going to do your master's, you'll go get a job, then you'll do something else. And you can we call that living you? So you should never be in a state to escape living you. Too much promises of laziness, too much promises of this perfect idea of life and rested. Perfect, like everything over now, I don't have to do anything. I just can be unconscious. So when you realize there is no way to be unconscious, there is no way to escape you, is that when everything happens?
Maybe.
That you have no choice but to be you, and you better be rested in being you.
And how do you push yourself to that point? Because sometimes you have to push yourself, right? Like for me, it was I was feeling not me, then I had to move. And I was alone.
Right.
And it was
but
like,
you said it. You say, I didn't feel me. That means you are loyal to you. Occasionally you get corrupted. You thought you could escape you. So what you did was, no, I need somewhere where I'm challenged to be me. Now looks for the next challenge to be you. Even though the challenge is tiring, rest, but don't escape. You are saying something profound. You're saying, I need to be me. There's no break in me being me. Till I die, I will thrive in being me. Maybe occasionally I'll get sidetracked because I'm tired or I'm whatever, exhausted, but I come back to being me. So is the process not escaping you? Living you as a process, is that trusting the process? Is it learning to trust you and your evolution?
yeah, because it's always you.
Yeah. And for you to meet you. So can I say, if I wake up and I say, I'm going to meet me.
And do you think that like it's multiple processes at once? There's the romantic relationship, there's the friendship, there's the family, there's the job, there's the whatever else? Or is it all one process that's just
I have never been able to break it apart, Ma. If I go to work, it's also for the people I love.
Yeah.
I come home, it's to me, it's unseparated. Now, I can't see, I didn't manage to separate. For me, it's all one. It's not fragmented for me. But I'm not saying that's how it is for everyone. But for me, I don't have a work life, home life, family life. It's all one for me. It's all one big thing for me. It's all one. And in all, I am not escaping me. It's the best of me coming out in everything. So every challenge is everything that appears as a challenge reminds me somewhere have escaped me. If not, it's not a challenge. It's the waking of me, right? So you must never harbor this idea, I will reach a point, I'll make millions of dollars, or I get married, then all is good. That's a poison. You're not done yet. I think that pseudo rest that is taught to us is the problem, isn't it? They kind of make something tiring and then they promise you a relief. And once you grab the relief, you want to escape you. And if you get that relief, you completely escape you. And then there's no more process and you wake up collapsed. I think the process is, at the end of the day, trusting you and banking on you. I think that's the process.
That's the process.
I think that's it. That's
It's not trust the process, it's trust yourself.
And learning to trust yourself is the process. That you wake up to realize, wow.
Bars on bars.
What is that? What is that?
Like, when a rapper has a really good line, it's like bars.
Yeah, bars. See, I'm a rapper. Very good.
Where do you start? We always end with where you start.
I tell you where you start, Apshy. Start by saying, I am going to do this for the rest of my life. This is the rest of my life. If I love somebody, there is no break to it. It's the rest of my life. Like, how does a father love a child or a mother loves a child? For a while. It changes. you never think of break. You never think of break. You carry them. So, can you wake up to some point and say, I can do this for the rest of my life. This will be the rest of my life and I don't want to escape it. I might take a break here and there. I'm going to...
It might get difficult and easier and whatever.
And all that, but I am not going to escape it. I think that's the process. If not, somebody going to bribe you, somebody going to cheat you, somebody's going to tell you, I give you away. Oh my God, you're so tired. Maybe you should... No. Like a lot of people who get into relationship to quit relating, you know.
What do you mean?
Guarantee. Oh, I love you, you love me. Okay, now good. Now I don't have to pay attention. That's not relationship. That's quitting relationship. I met somebody who loved me and I love someone. Okay. Do you know after that they start forgetting each other? If not, they say, after this, I'll never forget you. You are part of me and I'm part of you. And if you reach a point that I will never quit this, the other is another. I will never quit being this person, then that's the process, isn't it? What is that you allow yourself to be for the rest of your life without a break? Like this, like meditation. People meditate 1 hour. This is all bullshit. You decide, I'm a meditator. I will be a meditator for the rest of my life. There's never not meditating. I will live meditatively and I'm not doing it for a break. Now you got it. You wake up and be someone who delivers and you deliver. You go, you deliver. Sometime you take a break, you get it straight. That's okay. But I will deliver. And whenever the process becomes difficult, you escaped it, then it slaps you to remind you, come on, Apshy.
Yeah, I wanted all A's in my classes. I got 1 mark shy in one class and it'll haunt me until I die.
But you got rest all A's.
Yeah.
Rest all A's.
All A's. 1 class, 1 mark short.
So 1B.
Okay. It all needs to be road.
Well, you got your A for...
The overall, yeah.
That's pretty good, right?
It's great, but that 1 mark, that 1 class really smacked me in the head.
That's my genes. Oh, okay. No, but it's you. My faith in you is you will do what you do. You're not a quitter, you're not an escapist. You will at the end deliver. You will be true to you. I trust that. And I think you have to trust that. Sometime you go astray.
Yeah.
Astray. You will be true to what you need to do. You're not a cheat, you're not an escape. And that's trusting the process. And I think when you know that, and whatever the outcome doesn't matter. It's a very beautiful word, trusting the process. I think trusting the process is when I trust me and I give everything I got, everything I touch will flower. And it should not be a belief system. It should be an embodied truth. That's when you can say all will come right. And I think that knowing that all will come right, and you are someone who can carry it to come right, you are the one who's making it come right.
Yeah, and I don't think that doubting, because now I'm potentially might get my first gig to do a production. That's a part of me that doubts myself, because when I do it with Mama or I do it with Anba, I feel okay, I've also got them, they got me, we got this. But if I were to do it alone, can I do it? Can I deliver? But I'm no, I can do it. I'll do it. I'll make it happen. It'll be okay. Because I'm there, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
But you still get scared.
Hey, that's okay. That's what I get scared. Can I do this? Can I deliver this? But there's part of saying, now pay attention.
But there's just that trust that I know I'll get it done. Yeah. I know it'll be okay.
No, but it also, that fear is beautiful. It makes you pay attention.
Yeah. You can't be complacent.
It makes you become alerted, right?
Yeah.
And I think being in this state, contemplating all of this, then you trust the process.
Tiny applause.
Okay, we good?
We good.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye from Spain.
Goodbye. Adios.
Adios. Soy Dian Vimal. Soy maestro.
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 Maestro.